But when I realized what Jesus did for me, dun pa lang siya nag-make sense na it is really about Him. It is not even about heaven. Yun, dun pa lang nagsimula talaga yung naging Christian ako.
Welcome to the Black Shirt Crew Podcast. Ito ang podcast para sa mga church creative like you and me. More than just second tools, pag-uusapan natin ang buhay church creative behind the scenes and of course, our faith that fuels it all. Tara, samahan mo kami sa aming kwentuhan.
Hey guys!
Hello!
Hey! Kumusta po kayo? Share na po natin sa mga group chats natin.
Yep.
Yung mga ano dyan, yung mga GC dyan ng worship team, GC ng media team, share lahat ng teams, pati GC ng church nyo. I-send nyo na. Dahil magsa-start ng ating podcast. Anyways, welcome to the Black Shirt Crew Podcast, ang podcast para sa mga church creatives like you and me. Bringing you with more kamustahan, tawanan, asaran.
For sure yan.
Iyakan. Meron na bang ganun na nangyari dito? Wala pa naman. Bringing you with all that, talking about church ministry life, buhay ng pagiging volunteer or church worker. So we hope that this is relative lagi sa inyo, and we hope that we can share a little bit of wisdom or experience, mga moral lesson din na natutunan namin, at mga, alam mo yun, mga puro tawanan lang na, even mga epic fails ata, share na natin dito.
Mga nakakahiya pa nga eh.
Oo. Ano ba yung nakakayang nangyari?
Huwag natin balikan.
Anyway, we will be your hosts for this episode. My name is Chris. Oh, nagkahiyaan pa talaga.
Ano bang order kasi?
Wala order.
Sige, ako na sunod. Ako po si Chevy.
Yeah, and ako si Kuya Pat.
Yes, guys. So, keep them coming, guys. Comment na ko kayo.
Yes, join kayo guys. Super ganda ng topic ngayon. Kasi may guest tayo, di ba?
Guest who?
Kakaiba to, guys. Second sa Black Shirt Crew history, di ba? May guest tayo.
Oo. And medyo kakaiba pa yung appearance niya dito.
Kakaiba
Bakit?
Kasi dahil
baka na.
hindi
ayusin mo.
sorry. Hindi pala appearance ni guest. Ibig sabihin ko, iba yung basta yun. Malalaman nyo later.
Sige.
Kung paano dadating ang guest natin.
Sige, sabi mo yan.
Yeah, so guys, share natin sa mga friends natin. Comment down kung anong church kayo. Say hi, say hello. Pa-shoutout daw, sabi ni Kuya Johnson sa Likha Scholars.
Ayun.
See you guys on Friday.
Yes. Ano ba mangyayari sa Friday?
Hindi, meron tayong Likha Awards Night.
Yun.
Diba?
Yes.
Actually, showing na ngayon sa page ng AP Media yung mga films. You can watch them all, diba?
Yeah. Ang gaganda ng mga films na nagawa ngayon.
Yeah.
Exciting.
Hindi po ba maganda yung last time?
Maganda
rin.
Nag-i-improve naman sila by year.
Pero ang na-notice ko talagang paganda yung mga films ngayon. Especially sa technical.
Agree ako.
Ano nga po ulit yung theme for this Likha?
Cloud and Cross. Cross and Cloud. Sorry. Cross and Cloud.
So kung nagtataka kayo bakit Cloud and Cross or Cross and Cloud.
Cross and Cloud.
Yeah. Panoorin nyo na lang doon sa natin sa AP Media PH Facebook page.
Yes.
Yep.
Lahat ng films na naka na. Pati posters nila, ang gaganda naman talaga. Anyway, guys, kamustahan muna tayo. How are you guys? How was your Sunday? Kamusta ang mga natin? Pag-serve natin sa church?
May iba lang ako, hindi Sunday. Pero siguro blessing tsaka testimony sa church namin. Specifically sa Young Professionals Ministry. Kasi, pangatlong midweek service na kami na puro young pro lang yung nag-handle, nagli-lead.
Bagong service?
Opo, midweek siya and night siya.
Anong oras?
Every Wednesday, 7 p.m.
Nice.
And as in puro young professional, kami lang po nag-handle. And yung nag-share din ng word.
Wow.
So, blessing siya kasi dati challenge talaga yun sa amin Sunday lang meron kami service as a small local church.
Yeah.
Pero yun, kumbaga, nakaka-bless kasi nasi-share din yun nung tuwing Sunday namin, diba? Para ma-inspire din yung iba na umattend, di ba?
Yeah.
Saka parang nakita ko kakatapos lang ng anniv ninyo, di ba?
Apo.
Nag-speak si Sir
Apo,
Tiff
yes.
noon. Yeah.
Apo.
Pero it's good na meron kayong midweek service for those that are
Yep.
working.
Yeah,
sa amin naman sa church namin sa ICS, what's new siguro we just put up our Christmas decoration.
Nice.
So Christmas na sa ICS. And shout out sa aming masisipag na experience team tawag namin.
Wow.
Sila yung in charge sa mga events, decorations and planning. So maganda yung concept nila this
Mga
this
ngaro
year.
din po kami dyan.
Go. Makikita nyo sa Friday when you go to ICS.
Sakto. Oo nga pala. Yeah, for us, preparations are starting. Kasi magkakaroon kami ng maliban pa sa parang crossover service ng church namin. Magkakaroon pa ng praise and worship service sa 28. So, dumoble yung gawain namin.
Ano yung crossover service?
Crossover service, so parang our bishop tawag dito is more on focus siya on crossing over the next year. Yung
okay, crossing
Para
over the
year
next year. Kala ko parang joint service ng iba't ibang
hindi.
churches.
So crossing over the next year, pero of course we also push all our members from other branches as well to come.
So para siyang joint fellowship.
Hindi, service talaga siya.
Joint service.
Joint service ba? Ayun.
Para siyang ganun. Pero ganun din kami. One Sunday lang din kami. Per Tapos, ayun, napag-decide na we will have this praise and worship night on the 28th. So, it's a lot of work pero we're excited.
Magsaserve ka dun.
Oo, magsaserve talaga. Ngayon pa lang nagsaserve na ako. Para sa 28.
And actually, marami sa mga churches ngayon, I'm sure they are already preparing for for Christmas production. So, nandito na naman tayo sa season ng ng kabisihan at stress. So, shout out sa ating mga media team. Huwag kayong pa-pressure sa mga bands ng season.
Yeah. May mga nakaset na kayo na Christmas party dates?
Magpa-plan. Nasa planning stage.
Actually, nag-start na yung unang, kasi maraming groups sa church. So, yung mga women nag-Christmas party na last Sunday. Maaga mag-Christmas party ang mga dahil sa sobrang full talaga ang Ayun. So,
So, Merry Christmas ng maaga sa inyo. Magandang tanghali. Okay.
Pero bago sila ma-stress, diba? Ma-encourage mo na sila by watching and listening sa Black Shirt Crew.
Oo. Make sure to share this to your friends. Actually, itong podcast na to hindi lang naman to for hindi forget Black Shirt Crew yung name natin. For media people lang or people behind the scenes. For anyone. This can
for
be
all, basta naka-black shirt ka.
Suot ka lang ng black shirt pag papakinggan mo na siya. Pero hindi tayo naka-black shirt. Yun yung
ngayon,
Kasi nga special tong episode na to.
Oo. This episode is special kasi we will be having a guest later. And sakto because I want to start with this question as we introduce him. May na ba kayo? May video ba kayong naalala or any video produced na somehow na-touch kayo spiritually? Na parang may nabago or alam mo yun, nag-minister sa inyo? Any video na masashare nyo?
Yeah, actually, sa akin marami siguro recent yung Physical Asia. Yeah. Pero in terms of mga Christian films, no? Ano ba?
Passion of the Christ pa rin.
Passion of the Christ, yeah. I'm thinking about short film because of our yun nga, short clip films, no? Dahil sa guest natin. Pero siguro yung merong evangelistic video yung Campus Crusade. Falling Plates yung pangalan. And every time I watch it, it's nakaka-stir ng emotion siya. It's a story of the gospel.
Ako always ako sa mga pinoproduce na videos ng Bible Project. Always. I mean, namamangha ako.
Diba?
I mean, namamangha ako, of course, as an animator. Pero, at the same time, napapa-curious ako how is the Lord speaking to them for them to conceptualize something like that. Paano nangungusap si Lord sa nila?
Napanood ko yung last episode niya about the wilderness. Kasi yun yung bagong nila theme na pinag-uusapan ngayon. And ngayon ko lang napanood na at the end of the video, may BTS sila kung paano nila ginawa yung animation. So, check nyo yun. Very interesting.
Tsaka meron din yun sa Sermon on the Mount, diba? Tapos na yun.
Sermon of the Mount, tapos na yun.
Yeah. I think nilalagay na nila yung BTS ngayon at the end. Parang ginaya ba or sila yung ginaya? Kasi yung yung isa Netflix na Frankenstein, may ganun din may BTS at the end. Sabi ni Sir Johnson yun. Hindi ko pa napanood pero yeah, he's raving about that movie.
Siguro yun yung nag-minister kay Kuya Johnson. Frankenstein. Joke lang Kuya Johnson.
So ito, galing from our viewer kay Kuya Vince. Superbook daw sa kanya.
Oo
series,
naman.
Diba?
Yeah.
Super encouraging.
Lalo na pag nagsalita si Jesus tapos may background ng Japanese yung Japanese music na
Salvation Poem? Ano ba?
Hindi, may sariling karakteristik ang Japanese yung mga Japanese, TV show, di ba? Alam mo na
Superbook ba yan?
Yes, oo.
Bakit Japanese na version pinapanood nyo?
Hindi, parang siya. Music ba?
Oo. Kasi tama, di ba? Galing sa Japan ng Superbook.
Okay.
Animated siya ng mga Japanese.
Okay.
Tama, di ba? Paki-correct.
Okay.
Ayun, nagalit na sa akin si Kuya Johnson.
New knowledge yan sa akin.
Magdipi ko si Dr. Frank. Okay. So siya nga nag-minister sa'yo, Kuya Johnson. Wala naman.
Well, sa akin naman, yung video na nagpa-touch sa akin. Ayun, tama yung sinabi ni Kuya Pat yung mga likha films din.
Nax.
Oo. Pero bukod doon, ang una ko naisip, yung video ng guest natin today.
Ay, wow.
Ayun.
Okay.
Yes.
So actually, alam mo, introduce na natin.
Yeah.
Okay. Before we introduce our guest, let's watch this video na produce niya.
How can one fruit cause all death and destruction in the world? In Genesis chapter 3, Adam didn't just eat a fruit, it was a direct rebellion. It was humanity saying, I want to decide what's good and evil without God. From that moment on, it all unraveled. From a fruit to a stone to weapons. Judges tells us everyone did what was right in their own eyes. And when people sinned, they had to sacrifice animals, not for cruelty, but for justice. Life for life. A substitute in their place. And yes, it covered sin, but it could not change the heart. Fast forward to John the Baptist. While Jesus was approaching him, John points and says, Behold the Lamb of God, who takes away the sin of the world. Not sins, plural. Sin, singular. The root problem, the original rebellion. And while we were still sinners, Christ died for us. But he didn't just die. He rose again. Romans 6:4 says, just as Christ was raised from the dead by the glorious power of the Father, now we also may live new lives. That is the offer. Not just a clean slate, a new life, restored union like Eden. But even better, it's an eternity with Him. A kind of love that doesn't just forgive, it transforms. But here's the thing, this gift is free, but your hands have to be empty to receive it. You have to let go. Let go of your sin and receive His righteousness. Let go of your sorrow and receive His joy. Let go of fake peace and receive the Prince of Peace. Let go of empty hope and receive hope that anchors your soul. Let go of shallow love and receive a love so deep. So what are you holding? Let it go. Right now, confess it all to Jesus. He already died and rose for you, and He's waiting for you.
Let's all welcome a professional video content creator, a father of one. Let's all welcome Can Santos. Let's all welcome him. Tara. Hi guys.
Hello.
Hi guys. Hi Can Santos. Hi Can
Hello po,
Santos.
Sir Can.
Hello. Good morning. Good afternoon. Good noon. Hi everyone. Hello.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay,
It's very nice to see you, Sir Can.
Hello.
Kamusta ka?
Okay lang. just recovered from sickness, you know.
Yeah.
But was really worried yesterday na baka hindi ko kakayanin, but when I woke up this morning, I was like a new man.
Amen.
Nawala yung sakit ng katawan ko and was like really excited for this episode this morning. So,
hindi ka lang
guys.
Hindi ka lang gumaling. Ang galing ng ginawa mong video.
Tama.
Na napanood namin.
Ay, thank you.
Hopefully we can probe questions about those videos later on. Pero we'd like to ask a question sana. Saan galing ang name na Kan?
Super unique po kasi niya eh.
So actually my real name din is Rashid. If you're familiar, actually it is a Muslim name because we live sa Muslim area yung parents ko. So my background din talaga sa I think if you're familiar sa mga Muslim names, that's one of it. And actually si Kan is a shortcut ng the second. So because the second ako, my father, we have the same name sa papa ko, and then shortcut siya, but at the same time parang naging official na siya.
Iba kasi akala ni Shebby.
Alan. Ay, okay.
Can you share, Shebby?
Nakakaya. Hindi kasi akala ko mahilig po kayo sa kanin.
Ano?
Pwede.
Kanin.
Ang daming entry.
Pero bro, yung Kan mo, ikaw yung gumawa nun. I mean binigay sa'yo dahil second. Pero ikaw nag-spell for yourself.
Parang naging nasanay din ako. Yun din talaga tawag ng papa ko sa akin. Ng the family din. So, yeah.
That's something new na hindi namin alam about you.
You mentioned Kuya Pat, Alan, you guys have been collaborating way before pa. Kasi ako, first year ko pa lang dito eh.
Yeah.
Matagal na nating friend si Kan dito sa Asia Pacific Media. I think, kailan ba tayo nagkakilala bro? Back in I think that's 2018 or 2017.
Oh, 17-18. Yung nag-iligan ka po. Sa I'm So Blessed Daily. Bali, well, before that, we met sa Cebu, di ba? Yung Cold Red Conference. Actually,
and then from there, nag-start na tayong mag-work together, and pumunta nga ako sa Iligan that time to visit their company, yung I'm So Blessed Daily. And tapos siguro isa sa mga highlight is having Kan sa AIM, Asia Institute for Media and Ministry, yung annual training event natin sa dito sa AP Media. Ayun.
It's funny kasi we started sa campus yung Kai Alpha. I was a participant sa Kai Alpha. It is never about media nga yung start ng how we met ni Pastor Patrick. But it ended up na naging media. And the next year sa Code Red naging plenary speaker na.
Wow.
So that was it was a divine appointment for me, and Kuya Pat really helped the ministry, my personal ministry.
Amen.
So it was a defining moment in the year. Just turned 30. I'm 30.
Batang-bata.
Parang 24 lang. Grabe naman, no?
Kasi
tapos father of one ka daw po.
Yes.
Ilang taon na si baby?
Father of one, daughter na parang adult. Mag 1 year na siya. Mag 1 year na siya next month. Pero yung niya, parang 5 years old.
Grabe, transitioning ka ngayon. Daddy duties.
Maraming we call it slashers. Yung father / pastor / slashers.
Okay. Yun pala tawag doon. Sige, tatawagin ko na rin sarili kong
Yeah, Sir Can, we just love to know yung testimony mo when you met Jesus. Like, you mentioned na you were tawag dito a Muslim back then, tama po ba? Or your family? Tapos how did you meet Jesus?
Actually, we're Christians living lang sa yung parents ko living in a Muslim area. Malabang.
Okay, I see.
Yeah. So
okay.
Actually, alam ng parents ko yung church dun sa yung AG na church.
Sa Matling, yeah.
Sa Matling, yeah.
Oy.
So, dun.
I see.
Yeah. Oo, tapos but we grew up as a Christian na when I think born again na din. And I grew up sa church na. Tapos although, typical church kid na din with a Muslim name. So that's growing up, same. My parents were not pastors back then, but they're like deacons, but typical. Became a musician age of grade 3. Anong age ng grade 3? Grade 3. Nag-start na ng music ministry. So
question lang, required ba sa mga media people na maging musician muna bago lumipat sa media? Kasi parang yun yung common denominator.
I think so. Baka importanteng siya for music scoring.
Yeah, please continue.
I think so ganun. But I really didn't know Jesus. So that's yung pinakita yung sa first part siguro ganina sa video na nakat is yung I deconstructed, which is a real testimony for me. Because I'm a guy who always questions things, and kasi if it doesn't make sense, like I don't want to follow it or anything. So I grew up then with because I think introvert then. I have these seasons before. I don't usually recall the times na specific years na parang nagiging depressed ako kahit elementary ganun. May mga times na umiyak ako. Like I don't know what's the kasi alright, brief background then. I have dyslexia, if you're familiar with that. So yung mga letters na parang gumagalaw siya. Then I cannot read properly, tas nagro-wrong spelling lahat ng mga even the basic words. So yun, I grew up na parang not being excellent sa education, and na parang yun, maraming mga ups and downs, and then naging it affected me as a Christian din kasi it's something that you cannot open up sa church like dati. Na parang you still need more faith, you just gotta pray, ganun. So parang tinatago ko lang siya. And so I really question things, and then it came to a point na parang it doesn't make sense na. So I realized na actually this is not just about fearing hell, kasi every time I hear gospels about parang basta accept mo lang si Christ para hindi ka pupunta ng impyerno. Ganun lang yung gospel na parang nakalakihan ko. It doesn't really make sense. It doesn't But when I realize what Jesus did for me, dun pa lang siya nag-make sense na it is really about Him. It is not even about heaven. Parang yung sa Psalms na whom have I in heaven but you. But yun, it made sense na He's a God, He's a personal God who's with me. So I didn't worry about hell anymore. It's just a relationship with my Savior. Yun, dun pa lang nagsimula talaga yung naging Christian ako.
Ilang taon ka po nun?
Mga 16 years old.
Okay.
teenage years.
So, dun din ako
parang same ako din.
Talaga? Ay, gaya-gaya.
Yeah, so, naging ano na din. When I understood, really gave my full life kay Lord in the service. So, naging leader na din sa youth in that early years. And, so on and so forth. Hanggang ngayon, naging pastor na nga. No? So,
wow.
I didn't, no idea why I got here. So that,
pero the Lord just placed you there.
Yes lang ng yes. Ganun. So,
pero
that's my journey.
Nung around 16 years old onwards, you were serving? Nagsaserve ka na sa church?
Yeah, serving.
Volunteer ka na. Saan ka po na nagvo-volunteer?
16 was like head sa youth, but also a keyboardist.
Parang si Kuya
that time. Keyboard, but I started sa grade 3 na drums, tapos moving to bass. I think typical din na church kid na parang malibot mo yung instrument siguro. Kung nasa church ka. Oo, naging all around na din pag absent yung iba, so no choice. Kahit hindi ka magaling, so okay na, this will do. So started and became an associate pastor din nung 2022 pala. Yeah.
Grabe no, so para talagang multi-ministry din si Sir Can. And I think marami rin sa mga people natin sa MMF, Media Ministry Forum, na makaka-relate na maraming mga ginajuggle na task aside from media. Kasi minsan yung media parang background task, diba? Sa mga una-una, 'di ba? Parang low siya. Pero yun nga, dahil na rin sa sinabi ni Sir Can, I think makaka-relate yung mga tao.
Yeah. And I think from since back then when we met Can, from started as a sa content creating, tapos sa youth ministry nga nung yung parang naging point of natin, 'di ba, connection. And then media, and then ngayon pastor na siya. From then associate pastor and then a pastor right now. No, hindi natin nasabi kanina that he is now a senior pastor of the senior pastor of his church. So talagang kumbaga kitang-kita naman yung promotion din ng Lord sa buhay ni Can, no. And when I think about yung mga different responsibilities na inahandle mo ngayon, siyempre kasama pa yung may anak na inaalagaan. Kumbaga, I'm really curious how you are managing to attend to all these responsibilities, bro.
Actually,
how do you do it?
I'm just really blessed. I can really say this with confidence that I have the best leaders. I don't know, kasi hindi ko na-meet yung mga leaders niyo, but as for my experience sa church namin, I really have the best leaders sa church who can handle things, really can decide, and give them enough space to make things work. So dahil doon nagiging easier yung ministry. And because of the community, actually hindi lang siya sa church. Kasi what's been happening sa church is that we're bringing church outside. And dahil sa community, even yung mga sometimes the leaders sa church, dito sila sa bahay pupunta, they cook for us. ganun level. Wow. It's so amazing na when I wake up. Kasi most of our young adults are online jobbers, so our house is open for overnights, ganun, sa mga night owls. So andun lang sila sa baba na so I provide them with the coffee, kasi I have coffee station sa baba, and then internet, and then go lang kayo, work kayo dyan, and then when I wake up, may breakfast na, so that's awesome. tinutulungan kami for preparing for babies, and then especially sa parents ni Angel who's been with us. So that's really a huge blessing. Yeah, so sa ministry din, yun din talaga, the leaders itself, they can decide with discernment. So hindi na siya when they present it to me parang ito, and then pag may question ako, I thought about that, so ito na yung so galing nila, so it made things easier there. Yes,
Sir Can, were you the type to as a mentee, were you the type to really probe critical questions to your mentor na yung wala kang hesitation? Ganong klaseng mentee ka ba? Or
yes.
For you ako kasi introvert type ako eh. Medyo palasunod talaga ako sa mentor ko until maintindihan ko na lang as it goes on. Pero ikaw, Sir Can,
I really question things. Although it is in a respectful way, because we're my pastor sa previous church ko kasi also into that kind of thinking. You always parang you question things, so it somehow made us that way then to not just receive things but to question it, really the heart behind. So yun, kasi if you don't know how to question or how to understand, kasi questioning is trying to understand, diba? So if you cannot somehow understand their action, at least you understand their heart behind. So it somehow can make a common ground sa mga actions. So I think it is good. It's for me.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I think important 'yun sa sa mga especially for us, no, sa mga volunteers na kasi minsan siguro nasanay tayo sa culture na siguro I don't know, for myself yung mga older generation na kapag nagtanong ka parang parang rebelde ka na agad, parang gano'n, diba? Hindi ko lang alam sa younger generation ngayon if free na magtanong ang mga younger volunteers, pero it's very important na it doesn't mean na nagtatanong ka gaya ng sinabi ni Can, as long as you are doing it in a way that's honoring and respectful.
On another parang you must also have the boldness to ask din, hindi yung parang hindi parang nag-aantayan kayo ng mentor mo. you have to initiate at times.
Kasi it's important to understand the why behind the things you are doing, diba? Yung parang
True.
Kasi pag hindi mo alam yung reason why you're doing something, yun nga, syempre, nakadepend ka doon sa mentor mo. Paano pag nawala yung mentor mo?
Exactly. Yeah.
So, may void talaga na mawawala doon, di ba? So, yeah.
Sir Can, we'd like to know more about how paano ka napunta sa video content creation. I think si Chevy, mas maraming questions about that kasi isa kami sa mga na-excite talaga sobra nung when you accepted when you accepted na maging guest sa so we're really honored for you to be here. So we'd love to know sana how did it start yung sa content media creation niyo po?
So again, yung as we talked earlier, nagkakilala kami ni Pastor Patrick dahil dun sa isang company which I worked with called I'm So Blessed Daily. Sa mga siguro if you're into Facebook dati pa and mga Christian contents, I'm So Blessed Daily is one of mga biggest siguro dati. Actually
parang na-encounter ko na po siya.
Parang 5 million followers.
Yeah, at the time millions na yung followers ninyo.
I started sa company like parang 2 million pa lang, tas naging 5 million siya. But that company produced a lot of million followers sa iba't ibang pages. So I've learned dun sa page din sa company how to manage or to grow pages. So how to make viral contents, learned a lot sa kasi nagiging all around kapag andun ka din sa company. Like nagiging article writer ka. Para kasi
Nice.
so it opened my eyes. But before that, I'm really into video making na. There's this time na yung desire ko is parang to produce video para papakita sa church. I mean, the video was about a missionary kasi may missionary yung church namin. So sinabihan ko yung missionary, sasamahan kita sa mission field. I'll take videos and then I'll edit it, show this to the church. What are you really doing sa mission field? So it started from that na parang for people to see yung hindi nila nakikita. So it started from that, and then social media came. It is like a another form lang talaga, but it is really a God-given na medium. So doon na-learn ko doon again yun how to manage page, yung postings and everything. But at the same time doing video editing tas gumawa pa ako ng page dati which is called Christian Thoughts PH, if you're familiar with that. So it somehow reached 700,000 ba yun? 700,000 followers. So from that parang I have this impression and this instruction kay Lord na make videos, make not just videos but tools. The instruction is very clear na tools for evangelism. So it is not just a content for me. So when I make videos, it's not just a content na parang ay maganda tong topic na to, or no, I make sure that it can produce gospel conversation. So it started like that. But naiya pa ako dati kasi parang Lord, pangit. Yeah, we're our greatest critic, diba? Parang yung boses mo. Kaya yung if you're following Can Santos TV in the early years sa videos ko, sine-change ko yung voice to parang chipmunks. Kasi I really don't want to hear my voice. That's the reason behind. Kasi hindi ko siya kayang i-edit na naririnig ko yung boses ko.
Yeah, gets ko po yung struggle na yan.
Yeah, diba?
I think sa umpisa
Gets ko yun.
self-conscious ka talaga.
Ang hirap.
No, sa itsura mo, sa boses mo.
Everything.
Pero I think I remember bro, doon sa Christian Thoughts PH, doon yung isa sa mga popular videos mo, yung pumasok ka sa bahay ni Kuya, sasabihin ko na mukhang PBB house pero si God ang kausap mo, di ba?
Big Brother yun. So, Big Father.
Big Brother house. Yeah, Big Father house. Actually, and I think that's one of the at the time talagang ang daming nag-engage, ang daming views. Doon sa video na yun. Yeah,
I think that's the first viral video ko na parang it paved the way sa Can Santos TV. Yeah, yung kasagsagan ng PBB.
Pero ang galing kasi kuha ni Sir Can yung mission din ng AP Media na mag-create ng evangelistic tools, di ba? Tsaka nakakatawa lang, nabanggit nga ni Sir Can kanina na noon gumagawa siya ng video papakita sa church, pero ngayon sa social media na. Then to reach wider audience, pero ang isa pa doon, kahit na merong knowledge na may social media background si Sir Can na paano magpatakbo ng social media page, alam niya yung mga algorithm, mga ganon, is ano pa rin yung instruction sa kanya ni Lord na specific, yun lang yung gagawin niya ng video. Not just for content creation or generation na kung ano lang feel niya na maganda o magka-trend.
Yeah, so, I think that's what sets apart ang mga Christian content creators, no? Kumbaga meron tayong input from the Holy Spirit. What to put out. Yeah. And I hope yun yung ginagawa ng mga Christian content creators in social media.
Yeah, kasi mahirap din, meron ding parang temptation part doon lalo na kapag nag-gain ka na ng followers, diba? Kung minsan baka na-experience niyo po ba yun, Sir Kan?
Oo.
Parang merong pride, merong
That's a good
ownership, ganun.
Actually, may mga
paano niyo po na
may mga last minute videos ako na hindi na-upload dahil doon. Like parang when I checked the intention behind, okay, delete ko na to.
Wow.
So parang may ganun na.
Wow.
Although I spent hours so may ganun. This is not fruitful. So parang ganun. May contents na ganun. So really
grabing surrender yun.
Grabing submission talaga yun.
But yun yung naging practice talaga.
We'd also like to know paano mo nabubuo yung concept na, of course, for content creators, they just think, di ba? They just think it creatively. But for Christian content creators, it's not just about borning an idea, no? Or birthing an idea. It's hearing from the Lord, no? So how do you conceptualize these things? Ano ba, nagde-devotion ka or nakausap mo si Lord? Do you pray always before you? Yeah, how is that for you, sir?
Yeah, all the videos came from either devotional or messages that I've heard. And there's this, if kilala na si Jonah San Diego, she's so good at writing. Yung mga books niya.
Yes.
And
Joanna.
tapos kasama namin si Jake that time. We talked, the three of us, tapos parang sabi niya, ang galing, no? Because we hear the same message but parang nag-change daw siya pag ipoproduce na namin. Nagiging letter siya kay Jonah, kay Jake, iba yung output niya. Tapos sa akin daw, nagiging illustration. So it made me wonder pa, no? Parang, although we hear the same messages, but pag ini-interpret na namin, so because of that conversation lang, it removed a lot of insecurities na, or parang to compete with other people kasi of course we use the same Bible, same message, but there's uniqueness when nanggaling na siya sa'yo. And each one of us has that unique na voice na parang pag ikaw ang nag-speak about John 3:16, it's always different when I speak. Wow. So somehow that's
ang gandang encouragement.
So somehow that is so parang if you're thinking na parang ayoko mag-content or ayoko i-produce ng ganito. No, your take sa same na message is different. So for me, it becomes an illustration. It forms a story. It forms an idea na parang okay, no, parang so parang ganito siya. Like ganan. If I hear something, forgive me for this illustration. Yung wife, forgive me, Angel. Pag kinakausap ko si Angel, tas gumagana siya, so you're saying, di ba may ganun? So parang kontian man lang yung rice, parang ganun. So you're saying tumataba ako. See, parang na-change yung pag-interpret. Yeah. So somehow, when we, each of us has different na parang, when I take messages, it turns into a story or a conversation. Parang, okay, so that's your unique na parang ginawa ka ni Lord for that. So somehow parang it has a redeeming factor sa siguro on how the background that I have. So yun, ganun siya nagsa-start.
Nakakatuwa na ganun ang perspective mo, bro, no? Kasi I think for many of us who started, yung mga times na nag-start tayo, meron tayong ganung yun nga yung sinasabi mo, insecurities, and niisip ko kung bago ko it's either the one yung ginawa mo, meron kang doubts kung tatanggapin ba siya ng audience mo, or nag-iisip ka ng something na ano ba yung uso ngayon, ano ba yung pwede kong gayahin, pero gaya ng sinabi mo bro, no, na each of us meron talagang in-infuse na si God na creativity. And it's encouraging to know na, you know, what we express is unique. And a unique expression of how we were created.
I love how Sir Can use the John 3:16 as an example. Kasi John 3:16 very common. Very common. Yes. Pero biglang nag-pop in sa utak ko. You know when sports players wear like a tattoo or wear like a lang dito na John 3:16.
Si Tim Tebow.
Tim Tebow.
Pero iba yung dating, 'di ba? Every time people wear a Bible verse or let's say John 3:16, iba yung nami-minister, iba yung nagiging effect nun per person. Because of maybe how that person lived his life, maybe because of how the person is using the verse to minister, no. So if Sir Can is doing John 3:16, iba siya sa when you do John 3:16. Iba siya sa when this person does John 3:16. It doesn't mean if it's the same verse it won't minister to anyone anymore.
And it is awesome din kasi it makes you excited na din to if you're a leader, you're also excited on how people understand these kinds of verses. So different interpretations. And I mean different takes and parang napoproduce nila in a different way. So somehow parang it makes you root for others too. Like how do they do this? How do they make contents? Ganun. And you understand na ganito pala. So hindi siya somehow it humbles me na parang I don't have the only expression of how to do this.
Monopoly.
So you're excited for others too. So I think it helps then.
Sir Can, how about the medyo tayo sa technicals naman, medyo move tayo sa technicals a bit. How long does it take you to create these kinds of videos?
From pre-prod.
Let's say from pre-prod tapos editing,
shooting, then editing. Sa isang video. Halimbawa yung collaboration with Asia Pacific Media. Yung pinalabas natin kanina, yung may Apple.
How long did that take?
I think that's the longest siguro kasi to be honest, parang this is AP Media, ganun. May ganun ako. So, just an honest kasi pag sa sarili ko lang, parang okay lang. But actually, sa process, pinakamadali is yung video, yung when you record yourself, madali lang yun for me. But yung matagal, yung scoring, if you're familiar with sa mga audience or sa nanonood, music scoring, kasi yung bed na music, yun talaga yung isa sa matagal. And I somehow, pag may content na may message na and everything, may script na, I started with the music yung background music, and then it will parang create a pace para sa the rest of the video and the rest of the shoot.
Kayo rin po ba gumagawa ng background music niyo? Na-arrange niyo siya?
Na-arrange siya. Actually, lang. Yung website lang din for like musics. But yung ang galing ng yung sounds, if you're familiar with Soundstripe, you can parang you can really edit your videos to specific minutes. So, yun, doon ako piniplay ko lang. First is I record. Sige, so from the start tayo, sorry. From the start, I record the script. And then, yung sa lang, sa phone. And then, piniplay ko siya. And then, while playing the script, punta ako sa Soundstripe to find a suitable video. I mean, audio na background. And then, pag nakuha ko na yung proper na background, dun ko palang i-record yung audio na mas fit na siya sa background.
I see.
So,
sa pace.
Tapos,
Okay.
After that, add mo yung mga swoosh, risers, if you're familiar with that, yung mga sound effects.
Yeah.
Add mo lang yung mga sound effects. Although, pwede mo siya i-remove later part pag hindi na siya necessary. But somehow, it will add that certain, parang, it will help the message more. So, after that, record mo yung, nire-record ko yung clips. Tapos, yung basic lang na clips, like yung head. Ganito. So after that, yun na yung mga B-rolls. Dun na yung matagal. Like one B-roll sometimes. And this is how I do things. Which is, pag may idea ako, tinatapos ko talaga siya. So, oo.
Walang tulugan.
And kahit ano, hindi pa ako sure Hindi pa ako sure kung it will make it to the cut. Parang, it will work or not. But somehow, pag may idea talaga ako, finish ko siya, like, even if 3 hours or 4 hours ko siyang ginawa, like, detail per detail.
Wow.
And then when I
can relate.
Actually, isang B-roll lang yun. Isang B-roll, 4 hours. And then, pag nilagay ko na siya sa whole thing, tas pangit siya, di-delete ko talaga siya. So,
aray ko.
Oo.
Yan po bang B-roll na sinasabi niyo is yung mga...
yung mga animations.
Yeah. Oo, may B-rolls talaga na ang tagal.
Anong ginagamit mong software for your animations?
Yung
kasama na ba siya doon sa video sa video editing mo, or are you using a different
app? I mean, tatlo lang talaga siya: Premiere, After Effects, tsaka Photoshop. Photoshop talaga yung
After Effects.
Pinaka helpful.
Nice.
Kasi
Photoshop for design.
Yan ang mga talaga. Professional
yung
grabe.
Yung Photoshop is for pini-PNG mo yung details yun. Para napapagalaw mo siya.
Wow.
Yeah.
So yun, like the details ng B-rolls talaga ang pinakamatagal. And then I think that is a good practice for me kasi idea is worth doing kahit parang hindi ka sure kasi it will remove you from a bad idea kung pangit yung ginawa mo. At least you remove that sa equation.
Nakarelate ako doon sa yung sa sinasabi mong kapag hindi mo gusto, dindelete mo talaga lahat. Kasi may mga times sa ganun din ako na pag after ko gawin tapos hindi ko nga type and I wanna move to another direction, tatanggalin ko talaga. I-delete ko talaga siya na without any ability to be restored. Kasi that forces you to think in another way. Diba?
Let go na.
It leads you to a better na result kasi pag nagawa mo yun tas hindi siya nag-work. Kasi minsan kasi we have this parang first pa lang ayaw mo na siyang i-execute, baka pangit kasi siya sa yung output. Hindi mo pa nga alam. So parang
sa final.
What if it will work? What if it's nice? Tas kulang na lang siya ng konting tweak. So yun, if in creative sa akin lang, you should always finish your idea, and then after ko na siya na finish, even if nag-work na siya, ni-rest. I've learned this kay John Maxwell, yung minamarinate niya yung content niya for a while, and then yung sa kanya is book. Yung book niya kasi nira-write niya, tas after daw mga 7 months, but I don't have 7 months. Sa 7 months niya, tas nire-read niya yung book niya, tapos ay pangit pala. Ganun siya Ganun yung process niya.
Yeah.
So in my
it gives you a different perspective.
Yung wala na yung bias na mo na So
pero
So overall po, parang gano'n nga katagal siya
ginagawa. Sa isang video siguro mga 3 days, 4 days, ganun.
Wow.
From pre-pro to final output.
Yun yung pinakamabilis. Pero yung sa
4 days.
Yung sa yung collaboration mas matagal.
Pag inspired ka talaga, minsan talagang napakabilis.
Yung 4 days ba na yung walang tulugan?
Yung 3 days yung walang tulugan yun.
Umamin ka na.
Tapos yung pang 4th day may rest na, idip lang.
Tapos yung
pero yun, yung na meron kang time to marinate, no? That's a resource na sometimes for us creatives na nag-work sa church. Minsan wala tayo, di ba? So parang sabihin kailangan na bukas or kailangan na next week, di ba? So as much as we want to be creative, na ibuhos yung creativity mo dito sa isang project, minsan yung time para mag-marinate kulang. Tapos minsan syempre you see your project, you critique it, and hindsight na publish na tapos doon mo na makikita yung mga sana ganito. Pero sa iyo bro, how do you know when it's ready?
Actually paano ba? Sabi nga nila na artist never finish a piece. You just abandon it. So in a way, I just abandon it pag the essentials are there already, na parang parang own ko ng effort talaga na just to put up sa aesthetics na lang, parang and then the message is already there naman, and it already drives kasi yung the problem kasi sa akin is I overdo. So but when I see myself overdoing it already and outside na siya sa parang, is it serving the message? Sa every B-roll, every sound effects must serve the message. So yung mga na-overdo na, yun, hindi na siya talaga siya maganda. It's time to abandon na. So abandon the ship na. So upload mo na. Ganun.
Pero in terms po of yung pag-create nyo ng assets, gumagamit po ba kayo ng AI?
Ina-animate nyo? Actually, sa mga lang. Yung sa AI siguro, yung mga pang-extend. Pero yung
extend.
Yung generative fill. Yun lang. But yung sa videos na part, hindi ko pa siya. Yung sa mga Higgs field, mga hindi pa. Maybe in the future. Medyo mahal kasi siya.
True. Tawag dito, medyo familiar sa akin yung process ni Sir Can. Kasi may work ako dati na yung kung ano yung style ni Sir Can, medyo similar sa yung video editing. Parang medyo documentary style din siya. Pero nung yung work ko na yun, hindi ako yung designer. Ako yung magpapagalaw ng assets. So I cannot imagine Sir Can doing the designing, conceptualizing, isipin mo ano yung background niya, ano yung magiging foreground niya, ano yung magiging texture ng background mo. Tawag dito yung, for example, yung kanina yung tungkol sa AI na pag magka-crop ka ng isang photo, like ng isang element sa picture, na bubuuhin mo yung katawan ng tao kasi nga clean up mo para magamit mo siya sa yung mga ganong bagay, very maliban sa tawag dito, it's really creative, pero may mga bagay na sobrang busisi talaga, sobrang tawag dito, gusto ko sana ipasa to sa iba na lang. Para makafocus ako
most of the detailed work kasi yung parang mga alam mong may ginalaw, mga small tweaks, hindi naman talaga na-notice ng lahat yun. It's just you na parang satisfying your OC.
Pagka-OC mo.
Tapos pag na-post na yung video, lagi mo, parang tigyawat na lagi mong pinapansin.
Even until now, pag
lagi mong
may pinapanood akong video, meron ka pa rin gustong, like, if I can just change this part. But sometimes you just got to live it that way na.
Magandang training ground yan I think parang yung pagiging resourcefulness natin, especially sa mga small churches, medium-sized churches, no, na with lack of volunteers. So talagang minsan darating talaga sa point na all around ka eh. Ikaw yung taga-conceptualize, ikaw yung taga-shoot, ikaw din taga-edit.
Yeah.
So, pero ang output nun, di ba? Well-rounded, creative. Di ba?
Yes,
yeah.
Ay, matanong ko lang din po pala, kayo rin po ba, Pastor Can, yung nag-create ng mga content niyo sa church page?
Ngayon, hindi na. May yung sa preaching lang talaga.
Nag-delegate.
Delegate na siya. Kasi mas magaling yung kapatid ko sa mga live streaming. Actually, yung kapatid ko, ang galing niya sa 3D animation. But na-learn din niya yun.
Nasa dugo pala.
Na-inspire siguro siya sa hindi ko talaga kayang ibang mga the 3D animation. But yun, kaya nila. So sa church stuff, like sa live streaming and everything, na mga elements for live streaming, sila na yun lahat. Like even sa mga announcements. But yung sa preaching talaga na PowerPoint, sa akin talaga yun, kasi I wanna know yung next na slide.
Yeah. Yun yung siguro parang advantage din na you are a pastor and coming from a creative background, no. Kumbaga nakaka-help talaga yung creativity to augment your message, besides doon sa voice mo, no. Ayun. So siguro sa akin, follow-up question is, now that you are a pastor, no, kumbaga paano mo coming from a creative background, syempre you want to integrate or gamitin as much as possible itong mga abilities and resources na meron ka. So how does it shape your ministry coming from that kind of background as a pastor now?
More on siguro as a mentor siguro talaga, Pastor. You get to teach them sa part sa creativity, especially sa the thought process lang mismo. And again, parang you always want to see how they work, how they produce it creatively. So that part for me is really fun din. Kasi it excites you na parang, uy, kaya niya palang ganito. So like when we do meetings or when we produce like conferences, I always give them na parang, so if you're gonna do this, how will you do it? Ganun. And then you'll hear a lot of really good ideas from them na parang, ay grabe na, hindi ko nakita yun. So because of parang you know how creativity works, somehow you always acknowledge na parang God can also use them. God can also use their creativity. Yung in-install ni God sa kanila. So that helps a lot. Kasi parang sa church ngayon, we're having like worship session this Sunday. Like it's one of the first na worship session, kasi may isang worship leader kami na songwriter, and then I have this sister-in-law na really good at wardrobe. So parang if you're mga Gen Z na wardrobe, she's really good at it. So one thing I do is like I connect people na lang. Like, oh, you work with this, you work with this, you work with him, and then let your creativity work together.
Yeah.
So my people na good at yung isa sa church member din namin is he does weddings. So, videographer siya ng weddings. Actually, yung mga videos ko, binaborrow ko lang yung camera sa kanya. Kaya the lightings and everything. So,
laking tulong pag may ganyan akong network.
So sila lang pinapa-work mo together. That helps overall sa ministry. Yeah.
Sir Can, we have some questions pala that we opened up before the episode, before this episode started. No? Just a few questions na pwede naming ibato sa'yo that you can answer in your in your own interpretation. So, sige siya. Let's share away.
So, from Sir JR.
Boss JR.
Malay nyo, ibang JR.
Hindi, curious din ako kung sa ballpark figure lang, magkano daw yung budget ng films na ginagawa nyo?
Yung sa...
Or may budget ba?
Yung sa budget talaga is pag may outside na shoot. Like for example, yung deconstruction or yung food talaga, yung pinakamalaki. And then the rental sa pag hindi kaya sa mga equipment, may mga kilala naman kami na na parang narerentahan. So, I think dun na part lang yung expenses and then the assets, of course, kasi everything is paid from sound effects, background music, you of course Adobe pa lang, so sobrang mahal. Creative Cloud.
So roughly estimate
sa personal na video, yung mga 2 minutes, kung walang paid na people like videographers and everything, siguro 10 to 15. But of course, the rest of that is parang parang thank you, parang ganun. So, naliles mo siya. But,
yes,
of course, hindi mo naman binabayaran yung sarili mo instead of working your hours for kasi I work, yung work ko ngayon talaga is video editor. And then, of course, I work with various na parang podcasts sa US, churches, and then yung my rate, my personal rate talaga ako na parang I don't compromise. And then, of course, yung that time that na you allocated for your video instead of working for these clients is already parang naging additional mo na you also count it. That's how you respect your time din.
Yeah.
You respect your parang output na. And you put like enough na respect sa work mo na I put enough time for this.
Yeah.
So I might as well take this seriously.
I like how you shared it kasi you cannot compromise talaga may level of talaga na ito dapat talaga we cannot go lower from here kasi if we keep doing it then we have to do it for many more people
hindi
tuloy-tuloy
din siya wise.
Hanggang sa wala ka nung natatanggap.
Yeah.
So next, ano raw yung mga wishlist nyo na equipment or software?
Oh wow.
Sponsor.
A7 III.
Sony. Okay,
camera talaga. Kasi I just borrow my camera din. But, it's fine. Ayun lang. Isa lang, baka gusto niya marami.
Nagtanong, sponsor.
Around 3,000.
Ang nagtanong.
Ito, lastly.
Okay, so ito po, may question from
parang sagot na kanina pero sige, ask
Kizaya,
natin.
Karen Francisco. Do you see content creation as a calling or a ministry? Why? And how do you discern God's voice when making decisions about your platform? Tanong, no?
Yes, it is a calling and it is a ministry. And of course, it comes from like discerning talaga is different with everyone kasi. And parang for example, you have this niche and then pag nag-move out ka sa niche mo, it really takes a lot of courage kasi parang if you're moving from other niche or content na parang your followers are not gonna like it or parang they're not following you because of that, they're following you because of that niche, not even your name, not even your personality. It's the specific niche. So parang to post something really takes discernment na parang hindi ka na kikage sa parang gusto ng tao. Na, dapat ganito ka lang. Ganun. Yeah. So, maraming ganun.
Yeah.
I hope that makes sense.
Okay.
Yes.
I think that's it for our Can's questions for Can. Yeah. Any words of encouragement to our fellow church workers, church volunteers? Any advice na mabibigay mo po sa kanila?
This is coming from a person siguro, again, from a church creative na volunteer to now a pastor. You know what, guys, the method may change and the form of service may change. Like either you're sa PowerPoint, you're preaching, you're making message, or you're playing instruments, or background ka lang, hindi ka nakikita. But I want us all to know na all of us are serving the same message. So creativity may change. Creativity sa each one of us is different, but there's always one message, and it is the Great Commission to go where people are, to preach the gospel. And that message, same mission, same message, but different methods, different ways of serving. But again, at the end of the day, when we do whatever we are doing, again, we do it for the Lord, and then do not leave creativity out of it. I really believe that the first thing na God introduced Himself to us in the Bible is that He is a creative God. In the beginning, God created. So to remove creativity out of it is like removing an identity na nilagay ni Lord sa atin. So in any way, again, I think it is very important for us to know na when we are creative, we are walking in a way na God is designed us to be creative. And in any part sa ministry, creativity looks different. So may this encourage us to
Ganda.
Serve God with creativity.
Nice. Thank you.
Ganda.
Thank you, Sir Gan, for sharing that. Guys, any takeaways for this episode before we end this? I think this is a good well-packaged episode na talaga to.
Yep. Yes. Well, for me, I think yung importance ng submission. Even na you take a lot of pride sa own work mo, pero the fact na kaya mong isurrender isa mong work na na-edit na dahil lang hindi siya instruction ni Lord sa'yo, or you feel mo na parang own mo siya, sarili mo lang thought or idea, napakahalaga yun para sa ating mga creative. Talagang nakaka-prone ng maturity as a believer din, creative, na kahit yung sarili mong work, kaya mong isurrender kay God.
Yeah.
Ayun.
Yeah.
Sa akin.
Sa akin, yeah. Yung nag-strike sa akin sa conversation ngayon is yung when we're talking about how it's the same message but different expressions.
Yeah. Yes.
No, kasi if we have that thought sa ating, when we do our work, our own creativity, it gives you confidence sa craft mo, sa ginagawa mo. At the same time, kumbaga, of course, it's a balance, no, ng humility and confidence sa gift na binigay sa'yo ng Panginoon. Pero, it frees you from comparing to other people, to other people. Ayun. So, I think for our volunteers, especially, the younger volunteers, no, the more you are seeking God, the more you are pursuing the presence of God, mas nagkakaroon ka ng understanding how, who God is and how He created you. And you get to accept how He created you and gagalaw ka from that strength.
Yeah.
No? So, thank you for sharing that, bro. Yung idea.
Ako naman po, how you explained earlier, Sir Can, yung how John 3:16 can be different from each and everyone. Iba-ibang impact, iba-ibang niche din in a way. Iba-ibang target din na people. It's just a huge encouragement together with kung ano yung last encouragement mo rin na it can really encourage someone in the ministry na not even on the stage, not even on the cameras, not even on a very 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 high high risk kind of task or responsibility. Alam mo yun, yung kahit naglilinis ka lang sa church, there's honor in what you're doing, regardless of what it is, what method it is, because the Lord created, so the identity nga, di ba, gaya nga ng sabi mo, Sir Can, let us not strip that away from ourselves, regardless of what method we use. It's just a total encouragement, I think, for each and every one of us. Sir Can, thank you for joining us so for this episode. We'd love to have you many more times sa mga bagong pakulo ng Black Shirt Crew. We hope you enjoyed this episode. We hope feel mo na welcome ka.
I'm already a family din naman. I volunteer myself.
Sir Can, you might want baka may gusto kang pasalamatan or i-shout out church mo or what.
Shout out Emmanuel Church and my wife and my beautiful baby. That's all. Amira. Actually, Amira is a Muslim name din.
Amira. Wow. Okay, guys. Thank you so much for everyone who's watching this podcast.
Thank you.
Continue to support us by following us in Spotify, in YouTube, in Facebook. Also follow Sir Can, Can TV.
Thank you, guys.
TV. Make sure to follow us on Spotify. Give us a rating. You can also give us a review. It really helps us. It supports the ministry and what we do. It encourages to improve, and to continue. Okay, so make sure to share this to your friends, to your mga ka-co-minister nyo, co-church worker nyo, and volunteers. Okay, so thank you guys so much. Again, my name is Chris.
My name is Shelby.
My name is Pat.
And thank you guys. See you guys on the next episode. Bye-bye.
Hi. Thank you for listening to the Black Shirt Crew podcast. Tuloy natin ang kwentuhan. Join our Facebook group community at Media and Ministry Forum. Kita-kits!